Yeah.
They might believe.
Yeah, and so when white people scare other white people or black people, I think that white people... What do you think happens if white people get scared of black people?
I don't know.
What do you think if people are scared, what might they do?
Probably shoot.
Yeah, so the scared people get... Maybe they shoot first, right? So we don't really need to be scared of people just because the color of their skin. Right? And even if there was a black person who did something wrong to you, or a Hispanic person, or a girl, or a boy, or whoever.
I think it was a black boy and a white woman helped me. They took me to the lifeguard to find Jessica.
Yeah. See? That would be nice. But saying, I just don't want you to treat anybody different because of their skin color, or think that they're scary or they're mean, because they're not. They're people just like you. And you need to also know that, Zaylin, black people and Hispanic people and people who are not white already have harder lives than you do. Their life is already hard just because their skin color. And
what is hard?
What's harder? They don't get a better education. They have white kids who are scared of them for no reason because they have white parents who are treating them differently. They don't get a jobs as good. They don't get better jobs and get paid as much money.
But white people do?
More likely. And they get better jobs and faster jobs. And when black people go in stores a lot of time, people think they're going to steal just because they're black. They're more likely to get arrested. They're more likely to go to jail. They're more likely to get convicted of crimes.
What does that
and
mean?
go to that once they go to court, that the judge says you're guilty and they send you to prison. And they're going to be in prison longer. They're more likely to have parents who are in jail. They're more likely to be poor, not have a good education.
What is good education?
I mean, they get to go to school, a good school, for a long time and learn a lot.
We don't.
White people have more of a better chance to do that. So I'm saying their life is already going to be harder and more challenging. And so we, as white people and as good humans, don't need to treat them differently just because they're skin. We need to say, hey, I know that's not right that I get certain privileges because I'm white. So I'm going to say that's not right, and I'm going to help you get that too.
We can help them.
Yeah.
We might help them on the car.
Yeah. So wouldn't it be better to try to help people who are different than us instead of being scared of them? And maybe if we're scared of them, instead of just not wanting to be around them, we can maybe if we have questions about them, or maybe we should just try to get to know them. And say, hey, my name is Zaylin. What's your name? So, did you make some friends today who were black?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Were they mean? Were they scary? What were they?
Black people.
And what about, tell me about them. Tell me about some of them you made.
No?
Yeah.
I don't know anybody.
Well, just because you don't know their name, tell me about the, what you learned about them, how they treated you and stuff.
They treat me good.
They treated you good? And how did you treat them?
Good.
Good? So, how about we just know that it's not okay to treat people differently because
they helped me on the computer in the class.
That's awesome, they did. So, what are we going to do in the future?
Be nice to black people.
Be nice to not only black people, but to who?
White people.
And who else?
Chris?
Chris too. Hispanic people?
What are Spanish people?
Mm-hmm. Their skin's kind of more brown. How about we just be nice to all people?
Yeah.
That sounds good. And we don't treat different, and we don't be scared of people just for, maybe if one person does something bad to us, that's okay to not like them or not. But just because one person does something doesn't mean you don't like the whole group. Like, say if
it was a family and one person done to us, we don't have to don't like all of them.
That's right.
We can like all of them or don't like one of them.
Right, so that's true. So say maybe somebody who is green, say there's a green person, right? And say maybe...
Is someone really green?
Not that I know of, no. But pretend there's a green person, right? And what if that green person just stamps on our toe on purpose, just stomps our toe and walks off on purpose? Or are you going to be mad at that green person or mad at all green people?
That woman.
That one, right? So I think that we had a good talk, and let's just remember that we're going to try to treat everybody the same. And if we have a problem, we're going to have a problem with who? The one person who upset us or done something? Not every person. Right. And also, we're not going to be scared of people unless there's a reason, not just because. Right? So what did you learn from this conversation?
Not to be scared of people.
And what else?
Not to treat everybody the same.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like everybody, only that one person.
No, don't not like everybody. Mm-hmm. And we also remember that because we're white, what happens?
Huh?
Because we're white, what happens?
What people might shoot us?
Do you still think that?
No.
No. That's good.
Oh, because they go to prison.
Yeah. So because we're white, we might have an easier life, so we have to try to help everybody else have an easier life too, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty.